Hi, everyone. I'm Danny Charney. I use the pronouns he, him, and I'm from Alameda, California. I'm really glad to be here tonight. The Champion Award is coming up soon, and it makes me think about how we should be champions in our own communities. I held a school-wide assembly, and now my school is more accessible because our GSA is working on encouraging more allies to join and pledge to support LGBTQ students at Alameda High. Just like we did last month during GLSEN's Ally Week. I feel like even though I'm part of the LGBTQ community, there's a lot I can do to help others who don't look like me. As a white male, I try to recognize the privilege that comes with these identities and how I can use my privilege for good. How can I elevate other voices, other communities, instead of merely my own? Most of the time, we don't recognize the privilege we have. But when we do, when we use it to help each other, we all benefit in return. So I, for one, particularly hope to advocate on behalf of LGBTQ people with learning disabilities, many of whose voices and stories we've yet to authentically include in education or the media. But together with all of us, we can change that. We can all be champions in our own communities. Once again, thank you all for coming tonight. And now to introduce Billy Lord, here's last year's Visionary Award winner, Jess Cagle.
How about Danny? I know. Danny, while I'm standing up here, I'm going to thank you for all the great work you're doing. I also cannot even imagine being as fearless and confident as you are at age 18. It's really amazing. Danny just told me backstage, he came out in the 8th grade. And it's always getting better for LGBTQ kids, but to come out as a teenager is a very brave, and it is an often traumatic and profound thing. And all of the kids here tonight, and Danny, I give you a round of applause, and we so admire you. The fact that you're trying to make the world a better place now means that one day you will run the world. And having you run the world right now sounds really good. I'm sorry you were supposed to be standing next to Matt Bomer tonight.
Hey, you're still wonderful.
He had to work, and that really sucks for you. It sucks for all of you. It mostly, because he was going to do it with his shirt off. I don't want to tell you. Should have given more money. No, he had to work. It really sucks for Matt, however, because now I have the privilege and the honor of introducing two extraordinary people. The first, let it be said that tonight, for the first time, Matt Bomer is jealous of me. That has never happened before. The first person to be introduced is a brilliant actress who is currently horrifying and hilarious and genius in American Horror Story Cult. And just by virtue of living her life, often in public, even when she wants to, or even when she doesn't want to, and doing it very well, and doing it very smartly and very nicely, she has become a symbol of family and fortitude and incredible grace. The other person is the coolest 9-year-old on the planet. She is also the true boss of the Bozzi Lord household. Please join me in welcoming Billy Lord and Ava Bozzi.
I'll forever be adjusting these things due to my sad height. Thank you so much, Jess and Danny. I'm honestly really bummed you don't have your shirt off, but what can you do? I'm Billy Lord, and
I'm Ava.
And we're here to present Bruce Bozzi the Champion Award. I'm telling you guys, we just rehearsed that. That was pretty good. Super good. We are beyond honored to be here with all of you tonight to celebrate all of the incredible hard work GLSEN has done for LGBTQ students. Through their hands-on work in schools and partnerships with national education organizations, GLSEN has helped transform the LGBTQ experience in schools throughout the country. Tonight, they are honoring Bruce because he is the definition of a champion, an amazing father, husband, philanthropist, activist, and Madonna fan. No, but seriously, Bruce is one of the most dedicated, passionate people I know, and always stands up for what and who he believes in. Whether it be his advocacy for marriage equality, his continued support of the LGBTQ community, or his dedication to GLSEN and its mission of creating safe and inclusive schools for all students, Bruce seamlessly makes public service a part of daily life, the ultimate GLSEN champion. I'd like to welcome my incredible, open, passionate, dedicated, and strikingly handsome stepfather, Bruce Bozzi, to accept this wonderful honor. We love you, Bruce!
Oh, wow. Well, thank you. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Ava. Thank you, Jim Fielding, Dave Carger, Patrick Moran, Chip Sullivan, Simon Halls, Marilyn and Jeffrey Katzenberg, who have been such advocates of mine, and Eliza, who obviously runs GLSEN. And this is amazing. I'm a little nervous right now, but I will calm down. And I really want to thank all my friends that are here tonight, my LA posse. For those of you, when I was coming out in my early 20s, in the early 90s, they were the group of people that supported me, and we found each other. And it was not easy, but we did in 1990. And I'd like to thank my sister and my nephew, my sister who flew out today, and of course, my beautiful husband, and my beautiful daughters. So, it is quite an honor to be here tonight, beyond anything I have ever expected and honestly feel deserve. What an incredible world we have, where people defining their lives with the mission of GLSEN. It's huge. The human beings among us who wake up every day with this commitment to create a safe and affirming schools for all, regardless of sexual orientation, gender identity, or gender expression. Wow. For this, we are all lucky. And thank you, GLSEN, for all of you are the true champions. And you are the true champions. And all the children I met and the kids tonight are the true champions. My most beautiful stepdaughter and our most beautiful daughter and sister present me with this champion award. And thank you, Billy, and thank you, Ava, as my husband, their father, my legally Supreme Court passed, lawful, loving husband sits with us. Thank you, President Obama. And for all of those who fought the fight to stand up for equality. Who would have thought that I would have this family, could have this family, and at one time deserved this family? I certainly did not growing up. And for that reason, I choose to live I live very openly, sharing my life, the good and the hard, but usually the good, on Instagram at Bruce Bosby. I didn't break it. When you're gay, you never forget the first time a group of kids call you faggot. And as Billy said to me the other day, there should never be a first time. And she's right. Nor the shame that travels so deep to your core in lightning speed, piercing your heart, and all you want to do is run. Run away, but not only from them, but worse, from yourself. The shame runs deep, and the darkest part of humanity preys on the most vulnerable among us. And at that age, most of us haven't discovered our voice. So we have no choice but to learn the survival skill of becoming, as I like to say, visibly invisible. Excuse me. The year was 1976, summertime. As I slowly walked down the dirt road, which would leave me at a corner waiting for a school bus to take me to day camp. The walk was slow. It was filled with fear. It was underwater of dread, as I knew these two boys would be on the bus, Ralph and his brother. They were mean-spirited, and my day began those hot summer mornings being called a faggot. As I sat looking out that half-mast window, not only not knowing what faggot meant, but knowing they might know something about myself I didn't. And with each remark, I would pray to disappear into the green vinyl seat of that bus, struggling to figure out how that day would be survived. That one day would be survived. Where would I hide? What tree would be my rescue, and what cabin would be my retreat? Until the afternoon ride back with Ralph and his brother, ending what should have been a child's summer to be free, become a prison of mean. The importance of my cumulative experiences from that summer, threading into elementary school, high school, always reinforcing deep shame, isolation, battling myself against my true self for so long, surprisingly, I'm thankful for now as a grown man. I wish this on no one, yet know shared by many. This pain taught me how to survive, see the ugly face of cruelty, eventually helping me become the man I am today. Proud to be a gay man who embodies a river of empathy for others given the gift of sensitivity. The shroud of toughness, and Billy has seen this, which now encases me, is ferocious. That boy on the bus will always sit next to me, and we are linked arm in arm. But now I protect him, and our strength stands up for what is right to make a difference every day. I ask myself, what is a champion? What's a champion? When I looked it up, the second definition read, noun, is a person who fights or argues for a cause on behalf of somebody else. Should not that be the first definition of a champion? Tonight I speak not just to my fellow LGBTQ champions here who stand with us to ensure all of us are safe, but to the heart of this room, our children, the kids, to you, to Glisten, to every child who wakes up, gets ready for school, who walks down their lonely dirt road and is committed to making the world better. And Carrie tonight can tell you we were someplace last weekend, and that, if you wake up every day and ask yourself, how can I make this world a better place every day, is an important question and an astounding question. You create, and we also heard, you create your life in the living of it. And I want you just to take a moment to really hear what I heard. You create the life, your life in the living of it. It does not happen overnight. It takes a long time, but every day. And for me, my voice was found in my 30s. You have the power. There are three main pillars I try every day to live by, and these pillars, which Ava and I discuss most days as we travel to her school, are respect, kindness, and generosity. That's it. Always remember that only the gentle are really strong. Only the gentle are really strong. And never mistake gentle for weakness. Please. Now, it always astounded me that the mean kids, the bullies, seemed to know me before I knew myself. And though if you passed my sister's bedroom, who's here, you heard the music of Peter Frampton, the Rolling Stones, The Who, yet when you passed my room, behind the door was a full show starring Streisand, Olivia Newton-John, and on a hard day, a little Anne Murray. And even though my parents loved me more than I knew, and my dad sent me a text tonight saying how proud he was, it was a different time. They didn't know how to support me. So alone I was left to figure that out, as so many of us tried to do, and how lucky we are today. Yet, as said earlier, 2017 is not safe. Nor was 1977, nor was 1987, 1997, or 2007. Tonight, concurrently, allegedly concurrently, though somewhat confirmed, we have the first sitting president to speak at an anti-LGBTQ hate summit group annual summit. What does that say? So stay on point. The young people I met tonight, stay on point. Be smart. Love yourself and know, please know to the depth of your soul that you have us. We will continue to protect you, serve you, and teach you. Use us. The past is done. We must learn from it and never forget it. We have today, we have Glisten, Glisten, Glisten. Many of you tonight so generously gave your time, your money, and your heart. We are living in difficult times more than ever. So please, tonight, the more we give, the better we land. It's that simple. I am confident. Listen, I am truly confident that just possibly the first openly LGBTQ president of the United States sits among us here. All right? So thank you. The future is in this room. You are the champions. Thank you very much. I am humbled by this award. Thank you.